want us to show that cos 3a is identical to 4 cos cubed a minus 3 cos a triple angle formula. Now, I would say you should know your double angle formula for cos 2a and sine 2a. Sine 2a is 2 sine a cos a. Cos 2a is, well, there's three different versions of it, and the one we would want to use here would be 2 cos squared a minus 1. If you don't know it, then take your addition formula and let b equal a, and then we'll get cos 2a is cos a cos a, it's cos squared a, minus sine a sine a. And then because I want the one involving cos, as we can see here, I'm going to replace sine squared by 1 minus cos squared a. This is in a bracket, so I'll get cos squared a minus 1 plus cos squared a. You can see we get this formula. Another version is to replace cos squared by 1 minus sine squared. We get 1 minus 2 sine squared a. So being able to get to those three really quickly is useful, basically. It's just save you a little bit of time. And if you know them, you're just like ready to identify them as well. So that's actually just step one. We want to find cos 3a. So I'm going to do a very similar thing, but say that cos 3a is cos a plus 2a. And I'm going to replace b, all my b's, by 2a now, which means I'll get cos a cos 2a, then it'll be minus sine a sine 2a. I didn't actually derive the double angle formula for sine. I'm not going to do that here, but it's 2 sine a cos a, doing it a very similar way to the cos one. So now I can sub in for all of these, and I'll get cos a times 2 cos squared a minus 1 minus sine a times 2 sine a cos a. And we're trying to get to here. All right, I'm going to expand the bracket. So I will get 2 cos cubed a minus cos a. And over here, I'll get 2 cos a. It's going to become sine squared a. Remember, I don't want that. I just want it all in terms of sines. I'm going to straight away go and write it as 1 minus cos squared a, because sine squared plus cos squared is 1. We're very close now. So I'll minus 2 cos a, and then I will plus 2 cos cubed a. That's going to give me my answer. I'm going to get 4 cos cubed a minus 3 cos a as required. Okay, so these are ones to practice. Double angle and now a triple angle. If you can't do it, you can still do the next part. It says, hence, solve this equation. So I've got a triple angle formula on the left, or triple angle, and then sine squared on the right. We're going to want to replace cos 3x by what we found here. Now, before I do, I'm actually going to replace sine squared, because I want it all in terms of cos. I'm going to replace it by 1 minus cos squared. Because then I can see it must be that cos 3x is actually equal to cos squared x. I've just got rid of those awkward ones. Now it's time to replace cos 3x by 4 cos cubed x minus 3 cos x. That's equal to cos squared x. And I've got myself a cubic in cos. The thing is, it doesn't have like a constant term or anything, so it's not like I need to use the factor theorem or really even turn it, like use a substitution, like u equals cos x. You can if you prefer, but I'm just going to factorize the cos x out, leaving me 4 cos squared x minus cos x minus 3. Again, you can use your calculator to help you factorize this if you want. I'm going to go straight for it. 4 cos x and cos x. And if I put a 3 here and a 1 here, and a minus and a plus, then it will all work out. If you put it in your calculator, you'll get 1 and minus 3 over 4 as answers, which is my next step anyway. Please don't forget the 0 answer when cos x is 0. So cos x is 0, or minus 3 over 4, or 1. We're solving between minus 90 and 180. I'm just going to draw the cos graph for this interval. So it starts like that, so it looks like this. Okay, and that's it, that's the whole graph. So where is it equal to 0? It's actually going to be here and here, minus 90 or 90. If you're doing cast diagrams, then yeah, you would do inverse cos of 0, which gives you 90. Yeah, if you're less familiar with the graph, is what I'm saying. So because I've got 0, um, and I get my 90, it's going to be here and then here. So once I've got my 90 there, I actually need to go the opposite way to get the minus 90. If I do 1, we can see I'm going to get 0. Okay, and if you put that on your calculator, you'll just get 0, and then we see there's nothing else in the range. If you do the cast diagram, it would be 360 minus 0. You get 360, but that's not in the range. And finally, the minus 3 over 4, inverse cos minus 3 over 4, which gives 138.59. Okay, we can see from the graph actually that it's just going to be here. There's going to be no other solutions. If you're doing cast diagrams, then you get one over here. And then your next one would be here, but that goes beyond 180, so we would reject it. And those are all our answers. So just to finish, x is equal to minus 90, 0, 90, or 139 degrees if we're rounding to 3 significant figures.